Hello. I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning and trust me with your energy. I greatly appreciate it. So, what we're going to do this week for the weekly check-in is we're going to check and tap into our Mercury retrograde energy. As you all know, Mercury retrograde began today. It's been in the shadow period for 10 days, but it officially went retrograde today and will be direct until August the 11th, the entire Leo season. So with this Mercury retrograde, with Virgo energy at the bottom of the deck, the energy of this retrograde that I pulled, and I pulled it this morning, was fine lines. And the fine line for you fire signs is the fine line between arrogance and being humble. So learning to be confident and know your worth, but not looking at yourself too low in the humbleness and looking at yourself too high in the arrogancy. So your fine line is that. So we're going to go ahead and dig deeper into your reading to see what's going on with you. I'm not sure if I said it, so I'm going to repeat myself. If you're new to my channel, I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap into the element of fire. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Any messages that they're needing, any guidance that they're seeking today, please allow me to relay these messages to them as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading, protect their energy as well. And please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you, amen, and ashe. Sorry I'm a little bit late with you guys' reading. I'm trying to get the weather, catch the weather in a calm state so I can connect to the internet. So here we are. Mercury retrograde energy at its finest, right? What can the fire signs expect overall in their energy during this Mercury retrograde? You guys got Jupiter abundance. Okay. So you guys got actually have good luck coming to you. So remember, when we say Mercury retrograde, even though the stigma's out there, such a bad time. Oh, don't do this, don't do that. You guys have some good luck coming to you as long as you keep in good faith. So long as you're leaning more towards that humbleness, like we talked about before. And then you also have Cancer energy, trusting your intuition. We know during this Mercury retrograde, we're going to have it's going to happen during the time when that new moon in Leo hits as well. So around that new moon in Leo, fire signs, you got some good luck coming towards you during this Mercury retrograde. Let's see what it looks like individually. What does this Mercury retrograde look like for my Aries? The sign of Aries. Those who have heavy placement in Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus. What does this Mercury retrograde entail for them? What can they expect? What do they need to know? Queen of Swords, Five of Swords, the Justice card. So be mindful, first of all, Aries, of what you need to know is that you need to be mindful of second guess your choices, especially in regards to your discipline and what you decided that you wanted to focus on and the route you wanted to go. Be mindful of mentally conflicting yourself and changing your mind because it could result in you receiving karma, good or bad. Now, you changing your mind because you see the bad happening, good. But you changing your mind because you feel as though it's going to go bad when it's not, be careful of that because you have the Justice card here. So that's two cards of Libra. That is your opposite energy, Aries. So be mindful of codependency as well during this Mercury retrograde. You also have King of Cups, Five of Wands, and the King of Swords. Yeah. So with this here is they want you to be mindful of things that you obsess about and that you're addicted to. Watch your addictions. So some of you could have a relapse to an addiction that you deal with, especially if it has to do with drinking or something like, could be something that doesn't have to be alcohol, but it feels like it's soda. And also for you smokers, you got a relapse here. Also here you have the Five of Cups, the Magician, and the Two of Wands. Don't be easily swayed. You know, if you know something is your kryptonite, Aries, a person, place, or thing, you know it's your kryptonite. Be careful because it's like somebody here is an open vessel with the King of Swords here and this Five of Cups, the Magician. You're an open vessel, so you need to be very mindful. And those boundaries that you set up here, that you need to make sure you keep them, because some of you, especially for you women during like your, I heard fertile time, or you know that time where you get that itch you want scratched. Men too, be mindful of going back to that person you know is going to scratch your itch. You got a temptation here, Aries, real strong. Be mindful of that, whether this is drinking, smoking, gambling, sex, whatever it is, spending unnecessary money, getting off of your grind because you've been so focused that it can easily be deterred at this time as well. And you got to remember, this Mercury retrograde is in Leo energy. This talks about our fifth house. So it talks about our creativity, it talks about our physical body, it talks about our physical movements, talk about how we show up here. Make sure, a lot of you have been showing up as balanced, well disciplined, and focused. Do not let that fall and crumble. It's only 3 weeks. 3 weeks, stay disciplined, okay? Some of you guys need to switch up your routine of what you did to stay disciplined. You might go a little bit harder here, okay? Because it's going to be a huge mental fight for that. Let's see. Leo. What's going on with Leo during this time? It's almost your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. What's going on with Leo? What does Leo need to know at this time? Any warnings for them during Mercury retrograde? Any good things coming in for the Leos during Mercury retrograde? Strength card. Okay, come through, Libra. All right, High Priestess. Queen of Wands. Alrighty. You guys are letting your dreams take shape here. So that's what I was saying during this Mercury retrograde. For some signs, especially the fixed signs, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius, this is actually not a bad time. This is a great time for you, Leo, to really finish what you started. Going back to something that was your dream because you have the discipline and focus to do so. And back to that fine line I was talking about with that arrogance and humbleness. Your ambition and your confidence is going to be higher during this time for you to complete what you started more than any other time. Just make sure that you're not so confident that it turns into arrogance, is what they're warning you about. You have the Two of Swords, the Temperance, and the Ten of Pentacles. Don't be blinded by the money and the flashiness. And there could be a Sagittarius that is a distraction here, a heavy fire sign, or a Pisces that could be a distraction here as well. Also, be mindful with this Two of Swords, the Temperance, and the Ten of Pentacles of letting your faith waver, or like the outside noise of, or someone saying, oh, you're spending too much time doing that. This is a waste of time. Somebody's going to be like, there's someone in your energy who's going to say something is a waste of time, or it ain't making no money, or don't ask whoever this is in your ear during this time, Leo, that's asking you too many questions, but they're not trying to assist you. Leave that person alone, because it's like some of y'all got a right-hand man or something. It's like a right-hand man around here somewhere, to where they're trustworthy, but this person, they don't have the faith that you do in whatever this is that you want to pursue. They ain't got it. They too worried about the money and the time. And we all know, to make money, you got to put in the effort and sometimes spend money, to be honest. All right. And so here, you also have the Six of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Judgment. So, get ready. At the beginning of this, as long as you stay focused and self-disciplined on the dream that you now have the confidence in order to pursue, ignore this distraction here to where someone is trying to get you to waste your time on something that they seem is a better fit for you, or they feel as though will make more money. Because if you actually go into whatever this dream is, or whatever this something that you started in the past that you're going to complete, it's going to happen to you almost like speed of light almost. Because the Six of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Judgment, this talks about something that was your soul path, your soul's journey. It's a part of your contract here. It was supposed to happen. It's going to happen quick. God was just like, we was just waiting for you to sit down somewhere and really listen to the plans and cut this distraction out. It's go time, baby, is what this is saying. All right. So that's for you, Leo. Let's move on to Saggy. Take me to the other side of town. Every time. That's the song I get for y'all. I don't know what song that is, but I always get that for Sagittarius. What's going on with Sagittarius during this Mercury retrograde? What do they need to know at this time? Sagittarius. What do they need to know at this time? Some of you may experience the death of a pet. I send my condolences. All right. The Moon. Eight of Cups. Somebody going through a separation. They about to leave somebody but it's like you knew it was going to happen, or you knew you should have never even started this. Something that you knew you shouldn't even start or got into. You about to leave, Sagittarius. Could be in regards to work. It took you a long time, too. 7, 8 years. So somebody been doing something for 7, 8 years. Or you've been with somebody 7, 8 years. You've been married. Some type of higher level commitment. Either been married or in this career for 7, 8 years. You're about to leave it. But the reason why you're about to leave it is because it's something that you shouldn't have been doing in the first place. You had another option to do something else, but you chose to do this. But it was never something that was a part of your destiny. It was just something that fit for that time being in the place that you were at right there. So be mindful of that too. If somebody is going to be trying to maybe beating themselves up, Sagittarius, in this Mercury retrograde, like, man, I should have never got into this. I should have never dated this person. Man, I should have never decided to work there. But you got to remember, for every journey, there's stops that you have to make that you don't necessarily want to make. Let's say you going on a long distance drive, and you got to stop in Huckleberry, Tennessee. You never heard of Huckleberry, Tennessee. It's one gas station, and you get out the gas station. There's all these people that don't look like you there, but you got to get gas in order to get out of Tennessee. Because if you don't get gas, you gonna have to sleep there that night, right? So that's a stop that you had to make momentarily. If you didn't make that stop, you wasn't gonna be able to get to your next destination. So there was something here that happened that you had to choose, where you're like, man, I shouldn't have chose that. But think of the knowledge that you learned from. And I always tell people, you learn more from things that you dislike, that irritates you, than anything else. Whether it is you're learning more about yourself, of what triggers you or what makes you upset, because whether you know it or not, you pay more attention to things when they irritate you and aggravate you than when you're happy. You pay more attention to yourself and all the surroundings around you because your senses are heightened when you're upset. So you're paying attention, okay, to things around you. So now you're knowing, okay, you got a chance to know yourself better, to know what type of people you like, to know what type of environment you want to be in, to know what, even down to the food that you like, your sleeping schedule, everything in this season that you were in that you feel like you should have never went into in the first place. Well, look at everything that you learned and all the downloads and how you learned how to read certain people. A lot of you became masters of reading people, or like really following your intuition during a time that you felt that you shouldn't have been there in the first place. And so now you have a new beginning coming. A lot of you have a new beginning coming, Sagittarius, in this season, to where you're going to have different options. Could be different marriage or what you're looking for in a marriage. It's some type of new level of commitment. Some of you are just going to be leaving the military, retiring from the military, because of the new changes that they're implementing as well. There's a lot of more changes coming in for the military for whoever needs to hear that as well. Okay? Alrighty. Well, fire signs, that has been your reading, your Mercury retrograde reading. I hope it helped you. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the link to do so is down in the description box below the video. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected, and I'll talk to you later.